Yes. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. It's great to see so many people here. Wow. This is, I think this may be a first or second. But thank you very much. I have one or two things to read first before I get on to the agenda. Right, I have Equality Act 2010. The general public sector equally, I've got my running glasses on, I'm so sorry. Let's to see all of you and your lovely faces. Public sector equality duty places an obligation on a wide range of public bodies, including town and parish councils, in the exercise of their functions to have due regard to the need to eliminate unlawful discrimination, harassment, victimization, and other conduct prohibited by the Act, advance equality of opportunity between people who share a protected characteristic, those who do not, foster good relations between people who share a protected characteristic and those who do not. Thank you for listening to that. First on the agenda is town mayor to elect the town mayor for the new year, 2023-24. Richard.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. And Mayor, it's been an honour to work alongside you over the last year, as well as Clive as Deputy Town Mayor, and also the past councillors of this administration. I have great respect for those who stood as well in the local elections and unfortunately were unable to rejoin us at this council. I know that Councillor Strack in the audience, former Councillor Strack in the audience as well, and I'd like to personally thank you for all the work that you've done within the Town Council over the years that you've served alongside myself and others. Madam Mayor, it's with a great honour to nominate Councillor Rebecca Challis. Rebecca was first elected as a councillor at the age of 19, representing the East Barnet ward on the London Borough of Barnet. When Rebecca moved to Boreham Wood, it was not long before she was elected to the Cowley Hill ward for a by-election on the 4th of January 2018. Rebecca most recently represented Kenilworth ward at Hartsmere Borough Council and the Shenley Road ward on Elstree and Boreham Wood, where in the most recent elections she was elected with a greater share of the votes. With many years of experience, Rebecca is a strong candidate who will make a great mayor for Elstree and Boreham Wood. I am confident that Rebecca will stand by our beliefs, which by the strength of our common endeavour, we achieve more than we achieve working alone. Thank you, Madam Mayor. That's my nomination.
Thank you very much, Councillor Butler. That was very nice of you, and thank you very much. It's been great working with you. So can we have a vote on
Second, please.
seconded? Okay. Where is Rebecca? I've got to take my glasses off again. So Rebecca, you need to come up here.
So can I do the second speech?
Sorry?
If I may do second speech.
Secondary speech.
Thank you. Yeah, it's an honour to use my maiden speech to Town Council to second Councillor Rebecca Challis' nomination for Mayor at Elstree and Boreham Wood. Rebecca's been Town Councillor for the last 4 years, as Councillor Butler said, chairing the Transport Forum and sitting on several committees, including entertainment. Through that role, and having been Borough Councillor since 2018, she's been one of the most well-respected figures in our town, including by members of all district briefings in both the town and Borough Council. She's previously shadowed Richard as mayor in 2015, so she understands what is required of the post. Before that, she was one of the UK's youngest ever elected councillors, as Richard said, and Barnet. And this is testament to the remarkable young woman that she is. And indeed, if we were to elect her tonight, she would become Labour's first mayor since 2007, and we think the youngest mayor that our town has ever had. Such a move would be symbolic of the faith that we should have in our young people, because they proved time and time again with individual acts of kindness that residents report on local Facebook forums to collective acts such as their response to the Belmont Drive fire last year and to our climate crisis, that they offer hope for a brighter future for our community. A teacher by profession, Rebecca has previously taught secondary children in Bournemouth, secondary school children in Bournemouth. She has a special connection with young people and really understands them. And I've seen this for myself, because I recall how the mum of one of our 16-year-old Labour Party activists once told me that her daughter sees Rebecca as a role model. And I'm sure that she is a fantastic role model for her students, and if she's elected this evening, she'll be a fantastic role model for hundreds more youngsters across our town. Rebecca's knowledge of and enthusiasm for engaging in wider society and citizenship is one of the many areas that I believe Rebecca stand out as our town mayor. But despite those exceptional qualities, in the years that I've been ward champion and then co-councillor in Bournemouth Kenworth, I've learned that Rebecca is also someone that residents can so easily relate to, just because she's like them in so many ways. A Taylor Swift fan who enjoys making zany TikTok videos and meeting animals, including goats. She has a passion for the environment, public street art, and a deeply caring village. Outside of being a councillor, she's volunteered in and around our town, for instance, at the Vet Family Centre in Bournemouth, and she was a trustee of Barnet Carers. Most importantly, Rebecca is a doting mother to Stanley, Richard's son, who she quite rightly prioritised for everything else. But there's also another reason why we should support Rebecca our mayor this evening. It would mean that Jeremy would have to play a subservient, passive role belonging politely at civic events in her presence. And I'm sure our Conservative member of colleagues would love to see that. So, her family, of course, are here too, looking extremely proud over there. Especially Ella, her little sister, who I know Rebecca dearly loves and who Ella looks up to greatly. But now, with the dramatic events that have unfolded in our elections last week, there's a buzz in the air around the town. From Well End to Cowley Hill in the north, to Elstree Village and Barnet Lane in the south, that an exciting new era awaits for Elstree and Bournemouth. A revitalised, vibrant, dynamic leadership to serve the people of our special town. In this era of hope, there is no one better to represent our town than Rebecca.
Richard, thank you very much for the words you spoke before, and you know what I think of Rebecca. Rebecca, I've supported you always, whatever you've done when you come to entertainment committee. You know you're the one person I've always supported, always. So I have no problem with you becoming there at all. So I have to. You can smile, Jeremy, but she is the only one person that I would willingly vote for. So thank you. You've got my vote, Rebecca. So back to you. Can we do this in the correct way? Okay, Rebecca, you need that vote over there. You need to come over here now. Sorry, we'll go to the vote, but I need to go over that vote. Okay, we need to vote. All in favour of Rebecca? Please. Please stop.
We're voting. Do you want to go?
Okay, you're abstaining. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All but one. Okay, I'm going to vote now. Rebecca.
hold the duty to the best of my judgment and ability. Okay, good evening everyone. Thank you so much for joining our annual council meeting as we begin a new 4-year municipal cycle. It's incredibly exciting to be starting my mayoralty as we embark upon this period of change. I'd like to begin by thanking my family, especially my lovely husband, who has been a constant source of support and care. I'm sure I speak for Richard, Jeremy and Donna when I say we're incredibly proud of our son Stanley. He has taught me so much about love, about resilience and about kindness. I know he will be a kind of mini playing his own unique role in supporting our community over the next 12 months. I must also thank my parents and my sister for their enduring encouragement and support. I'm thrilled to be joined this evening by my close friends and colleagues. It is their support, care and constant encouragement that has enabled me to reach this point. Regardless of their political affiliation, they have shown me nothing but love and support. I'm also particularly delighted that we've been joined this evening by Rabbi Homehock and Reverend Louise Collins, with Rabbi Chapper sending to their villages. You all do so much to enrich our town and have been a tremendous role model for me. I'd like to pay respect to the outgoing councillors and thank them for their dedication and commitment to this council, in some cases over many, many years. I'm also delighted to welcome colleagues from the Borough Council this evening too. It's important that all 3 tiers of local government work closely together for the benefit of local people. I'll be looking to strengthen that collaboration during my year as mayor. I want to ask us all to take a moment to remember Joe Goldberg. Sadly, Joe passed away at the age of 93 a few weeks ago. Joe was a dedicated councillor and former mayor of this council. He was a source of advice and inspiration to so many, both within and beyond my own party. Joe's contribution to our town will never be forgotten. He'll be dearly missed. I have no doubt the council will find an enduring way to mark his legacy to Elstree and Bournemouth in due course. I must also pay tribute to our dedicated team of council officers and staff, especially to Jenny for all her work to support the mayoralty, and particularly to Tracy, our acting clerk, for stepping up at a challenging time and providing solid, unwavering support to elected members at all times. Tracy, you have done all of this at an incredibly difficult time for your family. This is deeply valued and appreciated. Our outgoing mayor, Councillor Sandra Connell, thank you for all you do, and will no doubt continue to do for this town. Your mayoralty saw Elstree and Bournemouth emerge from the COVID-19 pandemic, strengthened and fortified. You ensured that our heroes were properly commemorated. Your focus on international affairs was equally important, showing that our town is open to business in this post-Brexit, post-COVID era. Whatever your political leaning, it is hard not to be in awe of how our democratic process delivers change. In this vein, I also want to extend a particularly warm welcome to our new councillors. Serving your community as elected councillor is a tremendous commitment. There is so much to do, and I know that our new administration, led by Councillor Richard Butler, has ambitious plans. I'm really looking forward to working with each and every one of you to make this town go from strength to strength and become an even better place. Looking to the future, I want to make a special mention to our youth council. They've worked tremendously hard over the past year, playing a central role in our sustainable transport initiatives. They are the future, but they are also already making invaluable contributions here and now. I also want to send greetings to the mayors of our three twin towns, Shoham in Central Israel, who are joining us on the live stream, Fontenay in France, and Offenburg in Germany, all of whom have visited us in recent weeks. We're proud to have an enduring and meaningful relationships with these communities. I look forward to continuing to strengthen these ties. Just over a week since the nail-biting playoff eliminator against Notts County, I must also pay tribute to Bournemouth Football Club for their stunning season. Once again, their FA Cup and National League campaigns brought us pride to this town. The hard work and dedication of Danny Hunter and Luke and the boys made us proud. They provide role models for our youth. They bring economic benefits to the area. And through their charitable work, they support so many in the town. As a council, we are proud of our contributions to their infrastructure. We will continue to support them in every way as they prepare for the season ahead. And now the work starts. As a teacher, I start every term by setting out my expectations for my students and what they can expect of me. I will do my best, and I will ask you to do your best too. We may not always agree on everything, but I hope you will join me foster a sense of respect and pride for this town. If someone is talking, let them speak, and if you want to say something, wait your turn. I'm looking forward to offering as much support as I can to my chosen charity, Sebby's Corner. Sebby's Corner helps assist local families with babies and young children to have access to essential items like nappies, food, furniture and clothing. It was set up by the incredible Bianca Sapple during the pandemic and has become an essential part of local provision. I intend to expand the number of charitable initiatives we engage in as a council under my mayoralty. I hope you have an enjoyable evening. I'd like to end by simply thanking the people of Elstree and Bournemouth for putting their faith in me. And I look forward to working with local communities. I look forward to engaging with our neighbourhoods. I look forward to celebrating our film, TV and creative arts heritage. I look forward to representing this town regionally, nationally and globally. And most of all, I look forward to working together with all of you. Thank you. So now we are going to move on to.
Now we're going to move on to your correct.
Yes. It's me another moment.
Okay. Thank you, Rebecca. Or Madam Mayor. If you prefer. Okay. let's start on. Public service can be often a thankless job. In the last 21 years of being a local councillor, I've never felt that I have, that it is for me, and I've an energy. Being the mayor of the town has been an absolute honour and privilege for me. To be involved in so many local activities and see so many smiling, appreciative faces when I attend meetings and ceremonies, some happy, some sad. This has been truly special and heartwarming for me. The mayoral position is a very special one, and I thank my friends and colleagues who voted for me to be mayor over the last year. It was truly an honour. I do have to mention disappointments though. What a shame that during my year, the role was often sport by 3 individuals councillors who knew and know who they are and have shown no respect during that time. Local politics should be about working together, and I wonder with these 3 individuals why they are even here. There seems to be very little in their actions, but mostly negative criticism of others. How sad for them, and how very sad for our community. I would like my colleagues on my right that are here this evening to go high and not to stoop to those low levels. Please do not go down that road of being insulting and disrespectful to the incoming mayor. Let the new mayor do the work and really enjoy her special year. Now to more pleasant things. My sincere thanks to our officers in the town office for all their hard work and efforts over the last 4 years, especially, of course, the last 4 months, which have been extremely difficult for them. My thanks to our local clerk, Karen Provost, for also helping with everything in the office. My thanks go to Tracy, Dan, Jenny, and my very efficient mayor secretary. Jenny, where is she? Thank you, Jenny. Paul and Neil are hall and many jobs officers. Steve, our IT wizard. Anne and Nick are allotment officers, and a special thanks to Anne for looking after our wonderful youth council. It is thriving. We have one councillor here this evening. Wonderful. It's wonderful to see you. I know every year you receive flowers and chocolates. However, this year, I would like to take you out for lunch instead. That's if to be arranged, and if you approve, of course. I will now hand you over to your incoming mayor, Rebecca. I wish you all the best of luck for an amazing, amazing year. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Conrad. If you just have an appreciation for you. Like, we just have something that we'd like to give you, so just.
Wow.
move on to agenda item number 2, electing the deputy mayor. So are there any nominations, please, for deputy town mayor? Councillor Newmark.
Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Your mic off, please, Councillor.
It is. I can speak louder if it's required. I'm proud this evening to intervene to nominate Councillor Alpha Bird Collins as Labour's nominee for the post of Deputy Mayor of this authority. But first, Madam Mayor, please allow me to congratulate you on your election as the first citizen of this town, the youngest person ever to hold this role. The first sign of many changes to come. May I also echo your thanks to the outgoing councillors, those that are here this evening and those that have not been able to make it. And briefly recognise the group opposite and remind them that there is honour in opposition. Much can be achieved in opposition. You can work with influence in the same way that you used to have to work with power. Friends, we meet this evening during challenging times as a town still recovering economically from the pandemic and a town feeling the brunt of the cost of living crisis. We need restored confidence in our public services and our core provision. And I can think of nobody more suitable to support our mayor in her efforts to lead us through these challenges than Councillor Alpha Collins. Uniquely, in his 4 years as a town councillor, Alpha has become known as the People's Councillor for good reason. He's never been the type of councillor that sees his role as sitting in this chamber, following procedures, bureaucracy and making speeches. He's out there with the good folk of Boreham Wood, in good times and in times of trouble. He's a constant feature with that leather coat and the trademark Stetson hat. You can see him coming from a mile off. Local people know that Alpha is there for them. Councillor Collins spends an immense amount of time working with his church and with other community-based groups, particularly those that are active in Boreham Woods areas of multiple deprivation and need. And he's supported in his work, in that work, by his incredible wife, Reverend Louise, who we're delighted will be joining us later this evening when she finishes at a welfare-based engagement. You know, Councillor Collins is a man of many talents, a lawyer, a goodwill ambassador for Liberia, a former parliamentary candidate in Liberia, a former aide to our previous Prime Minister, Gordon Brown, a campaigner, a brave and bold campaigner for reparations for ancestors of victims of slavery, a FIFA certified football agent, I believe, and perhaps most importantly, as we saw at the peak of the local Black Lives Matter campaign, a powerful symbol of our commitment to equality, diversity, and inclusion in this town. Friends, a Jewish woman as mayor, an African man as deputy, a real sign of the change that's already afoot here. Change tonight at the Town Council, change on Wednesday night at the Borough Council, where Councillor Collins has also been elected to serve. Our nomination of Alpha Collins as Deputy Mayor of this authority is a clear statement about the kind of change that this town has voted for, about the kind of enthusiasm and dedication that they can expect from Councillor Richard Butler's new administration. Our nomination of Councillor Collins is also a clear statement about how we will tackle the problems and challenges that are making local people feel vulnerable right now. Economic pressure, crumbling local NHS provision, and the impact of the housing crisis. And that, Madam Mayor, is why this group feels your mayoralty would be complemented with Councillor Alpha Collins as your deputy. I'm proud to table this nomination this evening.
Thank you. Is that seconded, please? Thank you, Councillor. Would you like to speak?
Oh. Sorry, I thought raising my hand was good enough. I mean, after he said everything that needs to be said about Alpha Collins. Can you follow? Alpha Collins, good friend, and like I said, the people's counselor, as well as a man who anywhere in any part of the town is well recognized. There are very few counselors amongst us who are recognized all over the town. Two, if you noticed over a period of time in the last 4 years, a large number of issues that have been sorted out by Alpha Collins, bear testimony to the energy and goodwill that he will give to the council. And of course, he'll be a good deputy to you, and I wish him all the best. Thank you.
Thank you. Shall we take that to the vote? All those in favour of Councillor Collins and Deputy Mayor, please.
Okay.
Any against? And any abstentions? Thank you, Councillor Collins. You are duly elected Deputy Town Mayor. Please come on up. Thank you. So we move on to item 2.2, which is to receive the incoming Deputy Town Mayor's declaration of acceptance of office and any announcements.
Me, Alpha Collins, the Goodwill Ambassador, the People's Counselor. I'm the man of the people, for the people, and by the people. I, Alpha Collins, having been elected Deputy Town Mayor of Elstree Borehamwood Town Council, declare that office upon myself and will duly and faithfully fulfill the duties to the best of my judgment and ability. So help me God.
Thank you so much. So we will now move on to item number 3 on the agenda. Apologies. Sorry. We move on to, I believe that Councillor Butler has an announcement.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Thank you, Madam Mayor, for allowing me a moment to introduce a new administration to Elstree and Borehamwood Town Council. I understand that some may worry when things change, and others can be excited with new horizons ahead. I want to take this moment to help ease the worries and to confirm for the public record on our promises. Over the next 4 years, this council will aim to deliver a new town market to revitalise our high street and help small businesses. A new platform for our residents to have a greater say in how their tax is spent on our entertainment through a forum which will be publicly led and not councillor led. This is a step forward in openness and transparency. We will continue to finish the neighbourhood plan, which we proudly push for from the opposition. This will then go to the public referendum to help continue the fight against overdevelopment in areas the public feel most concerned about. And this will increase our allocation from SIL. This is extra money this town most desperately needs. This council will be an open shop, but we understand this building is not fit for access to all. So we will work to build or find new premises to be able to make this accessible for all in this town. I am looking forward to working with the new Hartsmere Borough Council administration and to continue building relations, show hand in Israel, and we welcome those watching tonight. Madam Mayor, councillors, members of the public, I look forward to working with you, for you, in this office, and a big thank you to the people of Elstree and Bournemouth for giving us this opportunity. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
We now move on to item number 3, apologies. To receive any apologies for non-attendance at the time of the agenda dispatch that were none. Item number 4, declarations of interest. To A, receive declarations of interest from councillors on items on the agenda. B, to receive requests for dispensations for declarable interest. And C, grant any requests for dispensation as appropriate. Are there any? Yes. Councillor Newmark?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. As for at least another day, a member of the Hartsmere Borough Council Planning Committee, I declare an interest in the formation of this council's planning committee because it acts as a statutory consultee.
Okay, thank you so much. Any other requests to declare, please? No. Okay, so we now move on to agenda item 5, minutes to approve and adopt the minutes of the meeting of the council held on 22nd March 2023 and the special meeting on the 29th of March 2023. Agreed? And I'll sign them. Oh, is that all correct? We now move on to item number 6, general power of competence. To resolve to adopt general power of competence for 2023-24. For the purpose of any grant awarded agreed by council outside of the scope of the grants policy and for any expenditure of seal monies which satisfy the relevant criteria in accordance with the Local Act 2011. Eligibility, 2,000 members being elected and employed CILCA qualified clerk and CILCA qualified acting clerk. Is that resolved?
Agreed.
Thank you. So now we move on. Councillor Muller?
Sorry. Madam Mayor, before you move on to item number 7, committee appointments and grant delegation authority, I'd like to make some amendments to the terms of reference, please, Madam Mayor. So if I start, there's a couple, so I'll work my way through page by page. On page 1, the Environment and Planning Committee, this council would like to remove the SIL from that committee and allocate that process through to the GNC committee. Page 2, Entertainment Committee, we'd like to change the number of members sat on that committee from 8 to 5 elected members. Page, sorry, bear with me. Page 8, we would like to remove the China Sister Twin Town completely from that document. Sustainable Transport Committee on the same page, on page 8, we would like to amend the membership of that committee to allow the leader of Hartsmere Borough Council to sit on that committee. I can pass it on at the end if that helps. Sorry, I can fight that. This is change happening.
Okay, I believe we need to vote.
Yeah, we do. And I've got one last one, Madam Mayor, sorry, and this will be the last. To add one youth councillor place on all committees apart from GNC, they will not have voting rights and they will have to be removed from the meeting when a part 2 item is discussed. But this will allow our youth council a chance and a space to be able to speak. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Are these amendments, please? Councillor Newmark?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Pleased to second these amendments that will not only streamline the operations of the council, ease the burden on our hard-working staff, save public funds, finally rid us of the ill-fated China Sister Town Agreement and ensure that the unique role our Sustainable Transport Committee is undertaking, bringing together the borough, town and county councils for the benefit of local people, and the innovative idea about bringing youth council representatives into every level of decision making. These are all positive changes. They will all help take this council into 2023 and the years ahead as a slick, lean and effective body. I second.
Thank you. Those in favour, please show. So now we will move on to item number 7, committee appointments and granting of delegated authority to full committees. We're going to start off with appointment of members to serve on standing committees, advisory committees. The appointments are required as follows. Now, do we go through these one by one, or do we just take the groups to their members?
That's fine.
Yes, should we okay, so first of all, we'll start off with the entertainment committee. We need to appoint a chair and vice chair. Councillor Butler?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The Entertainment Committee will have Linda Smith, newly elected, as the Chair of Entertainment, and Graham Alexander as Vice Chair.
Okay.
And our other members will be duly passed on to Tracy.
Wonderful, thank you. So now we move on to the general management committee to appoint chair and vice chair of this as well, please.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The Chair of the General Management Committee shall be myself, Councillor Butler, and Councillor Rosario sat next to me as Vice Chair.
Thank you.
Councillor Rosario.
The environmental and planning committee to appoint chair and vice chair. Councillor Butler, please.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Councillor Carter will be the Chairman of the Environmental Planning Committee, and Councillor Sushar will be the Vice Chair.
Richard, can you just slow down a little bit? You know, I know you know it, but we don't. So if you just slow down a little bit, that would be great.
Would you like to repeat the chair and vice chair?
Which one would you like me to repeat for you? Councillor Environmental Planning. Councillor Carter as Chair.
Thank you. You go.
No, I'm waiting. No, you've got it, yeah. And Sushar over there for Vice Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The youth council, we're sending one representative to sit in the youth council, Councillor Butler. who is that?
Councillor Sushar, sorry, I see Sushar, sorry. Do apologise, I'm getting used to names as well. We've got a new list of people. Sushar will be that. But Madam Mayor, I also wanted to make an amendment to that decision as well, because currently that has 2 councillors represented on that. And I wanted to amend that in the terms of reference there to 1 member still. We don't need 2 councillors. So
Okay, so I believe we need to go back to a vote on that. All those in favour, please, of having 1 town council representative on the youth council. Thank you. And those against? And those abstentions. So we move on to the Sustainable Transport Subcommittee, where we have 5 members, including 1 youth council member. And we also need to appoint a youth representative. Councillor Butler?
thank you, Madam Mayor. I would like to nominate Councillor Graham Alexander to be the chairman of that, and Councillor Alpha Collins to be vice chairman of that. Thank you.
Thank you. And we move on to the International Affairs Subcommittee. Are we okay to just take members for that afterwards, or do we need to elect the chair of that? Oh, it's transport, sorry. Transport and Community Safety Forum. Please will we appoint a chair and vice chair.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. We will be appointing Councillor Carter as chair and Councillor Collins as vice chair.
Thank you. International Affairs Subcommittee.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. We'll be nominating Councillor Rosario as chair, and we are allowing the Conservative group to appoint a vice chair to that committee. Thank you.
Thank you. And so that was,
For the International Affairs Subcommittee,
Yeah.
Councillor Azaro will be chair, and we're allowing the Conservative group to appoint a vice chair to that administration.
Allow.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Who would you like?
would you like to nominate this evening or?
Yes.
Yes, that's it, myself.
Thank you, Councillor Marnell. Okay. And staffing committee. On this, we have the mayor, chairman of the delegate, and the chairman of the general management committee. Do we need to do anything else on that? No. Okay, so, noting staff.
We should work well together.
Noting standing orders and committee appointments. Standing order number 41 states that the town mayor and deputy mayor shall be ex officio members of the entertainment committee that may be elected to any other committee in the same way as any councillor may be. And number 2, standing order 42 states that every committee shall at its first meeting before proceeding to any other business elect a chair and may elect a vice chair who shall hold office until the next annual meeting of the council unless the chair is elected at the council's annual meeting, which we have done this evening. The historic practice of this council has been to appoint chairs and vice committees at the annual meeting, as we have done this evening. We move on to item number 8, outside bodies, to appoint members to serve on the outside bodies as follows. Again, we'll be back to this individually. Yes,
Do you want me to just read the list? And I'll finish them.
I think, yes, I think that would be best for you. So if I read out the
Yeah.
outside body and then you can tell me who's on it. So we start off with Leeming Ecliptic Local Advisory Panel.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. As previously, there'll be one member from the Brookmeadow ward and one member from the County Hill ward. From the Brookmeadow ward, it will be Councillor Graham Alexander, and from the Brookmeadow ward, and from the County Hill ward, it will be Ian Smith.
Then we move on to the Elstree Bournemouth Museum Group.
It will be Councillor Alfred Collins,
And Bournemouth and Elstree Twin Town Association.
Councillor Lynn Smith.
Elstree and Bournemouth District Community Association.
That will be myself, Madam Mayor, and if Councillor Parnell would like to continue in that role, that'd be okay.
It's fine. If you want to be the first on the list, it's fine.
I'm happy for you to be first on this. We can have that discussion afterwards.
Okay, we'll have that discussion later.
Arts and Makeup.
Councillor Dalazaro,
Alderman Country Park.
Councillor Dalazaro,
Maxwell Park Management Group.
yourself, Madam Mayor,
And First Impressions Group.
that'll be myself, Councillor Butler, and the second one will be Councillor Zaro. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
So we move on to the Mayor's Annual Report 2022 to 2023 to adopt the Mayor's Annual Report 2022-23, which stands attached.
Three.
And then we move on to item 10, policies for adoption. We have A, complaints procedure, B, standing orders, which are the two different C, finance regulations, D, risk assessment, E, committee terms of reference, delegated authority policy, F is equality and diversity policy statement, included which can be found in the new member folder. The Zurich 2023-24 insurance policy schedule renewal to be noted as follows, and schedule agreed with long-term agreements to the 1st of June 2026. Is this already?
Agreed.
Brilliant. Okay, so we now move on to public questions, which we allow 15 minutes for. Are there any questions from the members of the public? No? Okay, so we move on to item number 11, close of meeting. Thank you all so much for attending. The next meeting of the council is scheduled for Wednesday, the 14th of June, 2023 at 7:30 PM in Fairway. Thank you.